What's up, y'all? This is Dia Direct, and we are going beyond the studio. And today we are talking to none other than Mr. Chico Debarge. Hi, Chico.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm blessed.
You are, and you've been in this studio blessing us with your new album,
Right?
which is called Addicted.
Addiction. But you can get
Addiction.
addicted.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I want to know a little bit more about that. But see, what
All
we
right.
do with this and for Black America Web is we go beyond the studio, and so
All right.
we definitely want to hear more about the project. But I really want to know about the man behind the music, and
Okay.
so that's where we go beyond. And so when you're talking about the addiction,
Right.
why that title?
Well, the title is something that I have dealt with all my life, and I felt it was a good time to talk about it. Being with the state the country is in, and everybody, I think, it's not a hidden secret
Mm-hmm.
that my family has struggled with that for the longest, and I myself has had that in my past, a
Mm-hmm.
struggle.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody can relate to it indirectly or directly.
Mm-hmm.
You either know somebody that's been addicted or in a relationship, a family member or something, or you've, experienced it yourself.
Absolutely.
So it was something that I felt. The music was kind of going in that direction because that's what was coming out of me.
So what are you expressing from your heart and your spirit in this particular project?
I'm expressing from my heart and my spirit, my heart and my spirit. A lot of it's passionate. I think I have a song called "I'm Okay" that I sang with you guys. It's a song about me just coming to, I guess, the realization after it was all done and said the craziness that I went through,
Mm-hmm.
that I'm all right. Like, wow, I made it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually, you know, didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it was important that I expressed that my thankfulness. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that song's more a song of gratefulness.
I know I certainly had family members deal with addiction, and
Hmm.
obviously it affects not just the person who's struggling, but the whole family. So just
Right.
talk to me about how. I mean, to say you've overcome is one thing, but how did you do it?
Well, you know what? I'll say this that it's nothing but the grace of God. I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't put it nowhere else. A lot of people put it on a lot of things, NA, AA, rehab or whatever. Those are help tools to help you
Do you
realize.
use those tools?
I've used, yeah, and I do use those tools, but I think they help you realize. All of them tell you to first. The first step is to realize and turn your will over to a will. They call it higher power, but
Mm-hmm.
God,
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
what it is for me, um, and that's who I lean on. That's who I trust in each day. As long as I stay on my knees, I feel like I'll be all right.
You have 6 children,
Yeah,
right? Six,
I have five.
5 children. So, as a child of parents who were addicted,
Hmm.
that has to have an impact on them.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, you know what? It's been in their absence, of course, but still their absence, well, I should say my absence from them was enough to cause them to suffer because that's what they suffered, my absence from.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but definitely, you have to restore yourself back to sanity. You have to really uh, ask the Lord to restore your relationships
Mm-hmm.
back, and you have
And
to do it
trust,
one
because
day at a
that's
time. Yeah,
hard.
and trust,
Mm-hmm.
right? Exactly. Um, those are things you have to face and be real about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a everyday,
You're on that
battle.
journey.
Yeah, and journey. Yeah.
And I know that you're a part of an organization that is looking to really help and support other
Mhm.
felons or convicts. Tell me about that. What is it?
Right. This organization is called PRO.
Mm-hmm.
Stands for People Reclaiming Ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's about just in a whole recovery, recovering from prison
Mm-hmm.
sentence, where your life has been, you know, shattered from that experience, helping you obtain some type of employment, housing, education. We offer a lot of different tools to help rebuild your life back, not just from prison institutions, but as well mental institutions,
Mm-hmm.
substance abuse centers, all of those type of institutions. We work with them, help them rehabilitate their life back into society, and become successful at whatever it is they're trying to obtain.
So if somebody who's watching this video were to find out, want to find out more about that organization, how could they do that?
Oh, they could do it by actually logging on to peoplereclaimingourselves.org
Mm-hmm.
or peoplereclaimingourselves.com.
All right. So y'all reclaim yourselves.
Right.
Now, I'm sure, like all of us, you've been watching and hearing and feeling what happened to Michael Jackson.
Hmm.
And in the loss. And so, I was reading, about you, and I read how in 2003 you were stabbed, and as a
Hmm.
result, you yourself became addicted to painkillers, which ultimately was sort of a, what they say, like a gateway
Hurricane,
drug.
yeah.
Share that with me because I'm sure that had to go back through your mind just thinking about the whole Michael situation.
Right, definitely, it did. I actually lost my life in 2005, June 21st. Same way, I died.
Are you
Was
serious?
pronounced dead. Yep.
What was the date?
June 21st,
Wow.
2005.
Wow.
Yeah,
So and he was
right
June
there in
25th, July
California.
25th. Okay.
Yeah, 2 days before my birthday.
Really?
Yeah,
What
and
happened?
well, what happened was I made bad decisions. See, a lot of people don't know when you take medication, it works on your memory,
Mm.
and you forget what medication you took and how much you took, and oftentimes you'll double back and take something else again
Mhm.
because you're already numb,
Mhm.
because of another medication.
Mhm.
And I took two particular prescription drugs that you're not supposed to that never mix.
Mhm.
That's Xanax and an opiate,
Mm.
a Vicodin.
Mhm.
So I took some Vicodin and some Xanax, and it just flatlined me. While I struggled for like 35 minutes, they tried to revive me. People that were with me, when they couldn't, they left me for dead.
Because
And
they were scared.
right, and they didn't want to
Wow.
get a murder beef, so
Right.
they
Now, was
left
this
me.
in New York, Chicago?
This was in L.A.
In L.A.
L.A. Yeah,
Okay.
Tarzana Hospital
Mm.
in Reseda, and they left the door open, and somebody discovered me, and they called down. I was breathing very faint. I was still breathing, but they didn't know it.
Mhm.
And by the time I got there, the ambulance got there, I was dead. So they revived me. They put what a lot of people have been talking about, a drug called Narcon in
Mhm.
my veins, and
Mhm.
it basically restored me back to life. But I was still in ICU. I was, unconscious for a long time. But I'm thankful to God,
Wow, you have a lot to be thankful for.
very much.
You have a
I mean, I
whole lot to be.
survived
Yeah.
first of all the stabbing,
Right.
so that was it was a real bad stabbing, a
Mhm.
real big cut,
Mhm.
on my side,
Mhm.
7 inches, and
Mm.
that's where it started. Like you said, I began to take the prescription drugs for that, and uh, it was crazy because I found myself when the physical pain was gone, trying to, you know, get rid of a internal pain,
Mhm. Mhm.
emotional. And
Mhm.
it seemed like for a minute, just me being able to sleep and shut away with the prescription that's what it was doing. But then that became my demon, and that
Mhm.
became, my storm and hurricane because, once you're addicted to drugs, everybody know that's an ugly beast.
Mhm.
Wakes you up and doesn't let you sleep. It
Mhm.
tortures you and
Mhm.
torments you. So
One of the things I really appreciate about you is your willingness to be vulnerable and open, and that's scary in and of itself. But you never know how many lives
yeah,
that you're helping and changing.
yeah,
And sort of on a lighter note, black women are sort of infamous for always trying to save the black man, if you will.
right.
But really, I mean, I think you talk a lot about saving yourself, and with God's grace, that can
Hmm.
happen. But I guess what I want to know is, even through all that you've gone through, you are blessed, and women are drawn to you and love you, your music, and the vulnerability that's in your music. So, just for all those women who are excited that Chico is back and looking forward to this album, and may
Yeah.
just dream of the possibilities of what
Mm.
life could be like with you. What do you look for in a woman?
I look for exactly what you just said: vulnerability. A woman that's not afraid to be vulnerable, but knows how to be vulnerable, um, and knows that vulnerability is her strength. knows how to use her vulnerability as her strength. Um, I think that takes confidence
Mhm.
because a woman has to be confident in order to know that and do that. So I look for a woman that's confident, not overconfident, but confident in herself, um, that has enough strength to be compassionate, um, and also very much a very spiritual woman. I need a woman that, for me in my life, can keep me grounded
Mhm.
spiritually.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No, and I don't. Are you kidding? After all I just mentioned, where you gonna find that at?
Somebody who
That type of woman.
understands.
Yeah.
Somebody who's probably been through something too, and
Yeah.
they can handle it. Are you afraid that maybe a woman couldn't handle Chico today?
Well, Chico, today I have to be very honest, and I have to be even more honest with my woman.
Mhm.
Um, and real about everything that I've been through. My life is a day-to-day struggle I deal with every day. I have a prayer that I put on my CD. It says, "Dear Lord, the streets don't change. Prescription medicine can't treat my pain. I don't want to shoot my vein, get caught in the rain trying to flick my flame. Because after the slugs fly, then the thug dies. Then it's to the wake to see the doves fly. Oh, Lord, tell me why it's got to be this way. Friends will turn their back on you like Khalid's way. So I keep one eye open whenever I pray." That's that. Those are characteristics of just really who I am. Very paranoid at times, you know, untrusting sometimes, but me wanting to trust so much, I will give it the chance. Sometimes I'm not sure what the day is going to bring for me, so I have to really be honest. I can't be overconfident and just think I got this thing aced. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
then that's a downfall right
Right.
there.
That's probably a sign that it's not
Right.
when you start being overconfident. But you know
Right.
what? You have given us your heart today.
Mm.
We have gone beyond the studio, and because of that, not only are you blessed, but we're blessed. Thank you, and we
Thank you.
look forward to your new project and your ongoing recovery as we all
Yeah.
grow. Life is a process, right?
Thank you.
So we're life is in session, y'all. We're doing
Thank
this
you,
thing,
y'all.
and we've gone beyond the studio with Chico. Check out Addiction. This is Dia Direct on BlackAmericaWeb.com.